Building Code Advisory Board for January 23rd, 2024. I'd like to have roll call if we may, please.
Chairman Hamilton.
Here. Here.
Vice Chair Prophet.
Here.
Board Member McKee.
Here?
Board Member Arzami.
I'm here.
Board Member Renner.
I'm here.
I'm sorry, was that a here?
I'm here, yes.
Okay. Board Member Rugi.
I think you answered for,
I'm sorry. Okay, I'm here. Rugi is here.
Rugi is here. Board Member Walker.
Here.
I think she's,
Tim Walsh Jr. All right. And Gilbert Smeeby. CBO.
We need to
Mr.
clarify.
Chairman, we have a quorum.
Thank you. We need to clarify if,
Quorum.
we need to clarify if Board Member McKee is here or not.
Board Member McKee, are you here? That is a negative.
Thank you. Again, I've already called this meeting to order. I kind of went out of order. Can we please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. I apologize for going out of order a little bit here. Unlike my contacts being in the opposite eye as my glasses may be as well. We do have a quorum. The first item on the agenda is the approval of the minutes from our 10/17 meeting action agenda. We had some technical difficulties, so we really don't have that agenda to actually pass or decline on that. What I would like to suggest is that we possibly hold that off until the next meeting. If that's allowed, I'm not sure if that's possible.
Chairman Hamilton, if I may, we can have some draft minutes for your next meeting, yes.
Do we need a vote on that? Or just, can we move on?
Because there is an agenda item, I think, approval of the meeting action agenda, you can vote on the approval of the action agenda, and that should work. The next meeting, they'll put the meeting minutes on the agenda.
I'll make a motion to table that until the next meeting, review of the minutes and approval of the minutes.
second.
It's been moved and seconded that we forego the minutes until our next meeting. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
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 Aye. Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. Old business. It seems we have no old business for today, so we'll move right into the new business, which is the election of officers.
Mr. Chairman, you've done a great job, so I nominate you, Richard Hamilton, as the chair, and Peter Prophet as vice chair.
I would second that motion.
Are there any objections to the motion? All those in favor of the motion to maintain Chairman Hamilton as the chairperson and Vice Chair Prophet signify by saying aye.
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 Any opposed? Motion carries. The next item on the, congratulations, everybody. Welcome to a new year. Look forward to another year in 2024. The next item on the agenda is our year-end performance indicators. Gilbert or Mr. Walsh, would you like to?
Chairman Hamilton, board members, yes, at the end of the year, we give out performance indicators for the board. I have a sheet in your packet there, and I'll just briefly go over some of the stuff. These are accomplishments for the 2023 year. Within the division, we made quite a few amendments to the 2018 building codes. We updated some of our contracts with our review and inspection companies. We have 5 contract companies now we can utilize for those services. We updated our contractors for dangerous building and blight abatement contractors. We have 2 contractors that we've kept on board for that. And we're moving on to electronic plan review and plan submittal. Right now, we have our over-the-counter permits that are online and can be done all electronically online. And hopefully, within the next couple months, we're going to have a full electronic submittal program up and running. So that's a good accomplishments for this year on that. Staff changes, we hired 2 new inspectors for the Kingman office. We hired a new office specialist, Christina Schellenberger, which is our clerk today. We had 2 promotions within the department, up to building inspector 2 position and a plans examiner 2 position. One of those positions is down in the Bullhead area. Josh Hammond became a building 2 inspector. Some certifications that were given by, or earned, I should say, by our inspectors and our reviewers. Alicia Rahill got her commercial plumbing inspector and her mechanical plans examiner certificate. Andy Barlow, which is our contract, or actually our 3/4 time person up at the Colorado Strip, he passed his certified building official certificate. Chris Dale, which works in our Kingman office as a plans examiner, promoted to a plans examiner 2 position. And Josh Hammond, down in the Bullhead area, was promoted to a building inspector 2 position. And actually, Josh Hammond, certification-wise, obtained his commercial building inspector, so that makes him and the only commercial building inspector down in the Bullhead area. So we're proud of that down there. Training this year, we all went to EDUCODE, which is a national-wide training in Vegas that's put on. This year, due to the deficit and the travel ban that's put in, we're going to be doing basically virtual classes through that EDUCODE program. Administration-wise, certificate of occupancies, we had a decrease in those this year. Some of those is really due to a lot larger projects that we're starting to get in. Some of the cold storage and the FedEx building, some of the large projects like that are, don't have as many certificate of occupancies, but have just as many inspections and review times. Plan review, we actually increased in plan reviews about 230 projects within the year, so we're increasing in plan review. Inspection-wise, basically we're running about 80% compliance, so on our inspections for daily inspections, only a 20% are having corrections or having other things involved without approval. So that's a pretty good standard there. Inspection-wise, we did decrease, and again, based on all the permits that come into our department or division, the decrease is due to, again, the larger projects that are coming in instead of a lot of the smaller ones that we were doing. Another program we have going is the unsafe structure program. This year, we closed 67 dangerous building cases. We had a 50% owner compliance, so owner basically abated the violation prior to us taking any action. So 50% is a pretty good standard, and that actually, on an estimated cost savings to the county of about $200,000. We currently have 87 cases that are active for dangerous and unsafe structures. Again, the county abated 13 structures or properties within the last year, and that was a cost of about $110,000. But we really want to say we've worked a lot with the property owners in trying to get voluntary compliance, and said we're running 50% or a little over 50% of that, of just staff working with people to take care of those problems. We also have a building red tag program. This is basically things with building without permits. We had 33 cases this last year. Our compliance rate for getting those taken care of by the owners were 76%. So we worked with those owners to get permits and get those cases going. We currently have 63 active cases of open building permits. We have a lien program, and that usually comes off the top of our dangerous building program. But we have 45 liens out there of this year with a total value of about $329,000. So that's kind of the building department in a summary. And in summary, again, we're seeing a little bit of slowdown in the single-family residence and some of the smaller permits, but we are seeing a pretty good significant increase in the commercial areas, especially along the I-11 corridor and some of the I-40 corridors. So the larger projects are taking a lot of our time, and things aren't really slowing down. We're looking pretty good for this next year. If you have any questions, I stand to answer them.
I have no questions. Thank you for the report. I just want to say, Mr. Walsh, Mr. Smavely, you guys have done an excellent job this last year, and every year it just seems like it keeps improving better and better. The years that I've been around, there's always been a juggling act, who's best, city or counties, to get a permit, and I hate to put it that way, but lately it's just flat been the county, sorry, city. But I think that's why we haven't decreased as much on this, is that the friendliness and the user-friendly with the county has been exceptional from what I hear and from what I know. So I'd like to personally thank you guys and your staff. Questions or comments?
I echo the same thing for Fort Mojave Valley. They're doing a great job, and we are extremely happy. They're part of our community and team and everything. So yeah, I appreciate what you have done.
We appreciate the kind words.
As I've found the inspectors to be very, Jason Lott I've had out a couple of times lately, very thorough and very friendly, very accommodating, willing to work with you. So
Thank you again. Any comments from the telephone?
Well, this is Peter Prophet. I just want to echo that what you guys are saying, that that department's been fantastic to work with lately, and it really has had a big impact on, I think, our day-to-day operations in my firm anyway. So thank you guys.
Okay, with that, we'll move to the next item on the new business, item number 3. The next meeting tentatively scheduled for April 16th, 2024. Does that fit everybody's schedule at this point in time?
The day after IRS, that's fine.
I'm good.
Chairman Hamilton, this would also be at 2 o'clock.
At 2 o'clock?
Yes, sir.
So our next meeting is set for April 16th, 2024 at 2 p.m. That's not a vote item, is it?
You don't need to.
Okay. And granted, this is going to be a short meeting. One of the main reasons that it was here is for the election of the officers. And so I thank everybody that showed up. I know it was quite a little bit of a drive. Appreciate it, and that all the work that everybody's done to make this meeting, even though it was short. Item number 4 on the agenda is the adjournment.
So moved.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded that we adjourn. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed?
Aye.
All opposed, say nay. Meeting adjourned.
Thank you.